How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. What a season by the Cincinnati Bengals. A season where a lot of people didn't see them coming out of fourth place in the division. To turn that into a Super Bowl appearing season. Unfortunately, they couldn't come away with the win, but there was a lot of good things to take away from this season. You look at the defense. You brought in Hendrickson, Awuzie. Who thought Cheeto was going to come in and make the impact that he did? This guy came out and played outstanding. You had Mike Hilton come in and play well. I think you look at the guys this defense picked up, and he obviously was like, oh, what can he do? Maybe this is their ceiling. And I think a lot of these guys surpassed that ceiling easily. A really good collective effort out of this defense this season. DJ Reader coming back, a big addition as well. Ogunjobi played really well this year. Bengals run defense was solid. You seen again, secondary played better than you expected. Eli Apple. I remember Eli Apple struggling in start this season. I mean, you didn't see that black hole of Eli Apple. The first couple games of the season, it was obvious. Let's call a spade a spade. He was struggling. He was picking on him. But this guy turned his season around, and he really started playing well at the end of this season. He played strong in the Super Bowl. And you got the offense. Jamar Chase was that 5th overall pick. Gonna be worth it. It's looking like it was well worth it. Every single penny. Bengals just got to go out there and spend some more on the offensive line. That's where the issue was. You would have spent some more on the offensive line. You'd be like, man, who's Penei Sewell? Guy's been outstanding, by the way. Not to mention for the Lions. Don't discredit the guy. Penei's had a really good rookie year. Again, you had Higgins. You had Boyd. You had Uzomah bouncing back. Joe Mixon really looking like the guy that we kind of expected him to be when this team started to have a more formidable offense. And he's really going to be something when they can pick up a couple pieces on this offensive line, take that next step in the run game. It's going to be impressive. But let's talk MVP. I think we're going to talk dark horse MVP because I think it's obvious. So let's not get too crazy here. Joe Burrow's the MVP of this team. Joe Burrow could have won the MVP of the league. Guy went out there and he just changed the culture. It starts with your quarterback. It really does. Setting that tone to being that confident role model. That guy with the swagger. That guy that has all the confidence in the world and resilience to go out there and win any single football game. No deficit is too much. And that just kind of overflows into the rest of the locker room. And you've seen that this year. And when you have a leader like that, it brings the rest of the locker room up. It brings your defense up. It brings the offense up. Makes these guys want to make big plays to try to give the offense another chance because they have all the confidence in the world. They can come back and win this football game. Joe Burrow was amazing. Again, I thought, did we even mention Hendrickson? I talk about guys stepping up. I remember there was a lot of talk started the season. How good's Hendrickson? Was a lot of it due to the fact that Cam Jordan was playing with him. That guy went out there and just killed it. I'm looking in one direction now for the dark horse MVP of the Bengals. I might consider him second in line very well to Joe Burrow, honestly. We're talking Money Mac, Evan Mcpherson. Yes, a kicker. Consider him MVP of a team. Now, there's a lot. You got to put a lot of thought into this. Now, consider this. Let's forget about Evan McPherson's performance for a second. Let's think about the role of a kicker in general in this league. You miss that field goal, it is an absolute momentum shift to the opposing team. But when you have a kicker that nails everything and has a kicker that is beyond confident to kick from 50 plus, it changes the way the game is played. Because you're no longer worried about panicking on 3rd and long, trying to get the whole 12 yards back. You're thinking, if I get 5 or 6 and get McPherson 55, 56 yards, we're in field goal range. We're putting points on the board. Instead of settling punt, you're putting points on the board and putting the pressure back on the opposing team. That is a massive game changer in that final 2 minutes, especially when we've seen the Bengals and Joe Burrow move that football down the field quickly. If he can get that ball at 30 seconds left and give McPherson a chance to kick a field goal from 50 plus, you'll love the chances. And it's a big momentum shift going into the second half. Not to mention, this guy's just got confidence through the roof. You'll love the way this guy plays. Composure like none other. Kickers are almost always in these high pressure situations, especially when the game's on the line. And to have a guy that's just ice in his veins, confident as can be, it's a weapon. And if that's not a weapon enough, let's actually talk about the way that this guy played this season. He tied the record for most field goals in the postseason. And he could have done, if they could have just a few more yards, he would have broke it. He would have broke the record. But 14 of 14 in the playoffs, tied Adam Vinatieri for 14 field goals in a postseason, the record in a single postseason. But to have a guy that can go out there and make those field goals like that, and again, the situations he was in, the distances he had to kick them from, you would not have been in the Super Bowl without it. There's no question about it. They might not have been in the playoffs. They probably wouldn't have been in the playoffs without him. You talk about, let's look where Randy Bullock was last year. Again, I don't want to bash on Randy Bullock. You know, he's had a great career. But he doesn't have the leg. He just doesn't. You're not taking Randy Bullock out there for 50-plus yarders like you did Evan McPherson. You're punting the ball. Or you're taking a chance of going for it on fourth down. Changes the game. The amount of games won and lost by 3 points in a game or a season, or the amount of games that come down to a field goal, or the amount of games that come down to one possession, where if you would have made that field goal earlier, it wouldn't be a 2-possession game. It's game-changing. Evan McPherson was a game-changer for this team this season. And to think he's only a rookie and he's only gonna get better, I'm calling this man the dark horse MVP of the Bengals this season. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.